Hello, everybody. If you're interested in scheduling a consultation, please know that you can always do that if you follow the link in my video that you'll find above. In addition to that, starting soon, I'll be hosting a live webinar course series on the Nakshatras. If you'd like more information on that, you can find that at this link. And so here we are after eclipse time. And I'm going to warn you, if you hear a lot of loud noises outside, those are peacocks. I can't do much to kind of make them be quiet. So I do apologize, right? So here we are after the eclipse, and you're finding yourself in a position where you're having to stabilize a new way forward after some recent changes that have come into your life. And in order to create the stability that you need going forward, you're finding yourself in a position where you're wishing that things could come together a little more quickly than they are. And it's got you feeling a little bit restless in terms of whether the changes that you're needing to come to fruition are going to do so in a timely manner. But yet at the same time, there's this little voice in the back of your mind that says, don't rush things. You rushed things in the past. You made mistakes in the past. You got finicky. You reinvented the wheel. And then that cart went down the road and completely went off the road and left you in quite a mess. And you don't want to find yourself in that very same position again, because you've got a lot of apples on that apple cart that you don't really want to kind of go spilling out all over the road and completely end up rotting in the sun. Now, do you? Now, maybe you don't have any apples. Maybe you've got oranges. Maybe you've got peaches. Maybe you've got no fruit at all. But regardless of the situation, you don't really want things to go wrong as they did once before. And so there's like this little war going on inside of you. One part of you is beginning to feel that you need to kind of fine-tune things, that you need to look for any opportunity that you can and jump on that opportunity and try to make it into the best one. And another part of you is going, remember what's most important. Consider that. Don't sacrifice those things that are most important to you for quick, short-term gain with this situation that you're dealing with. And one part of you goes, yeah, but, something has to happen soon. And the other part goes, yes, but do you want that something that happened to be something unsavory, something that's not good for you? Or do you want the right thing to happen? Because after all, if the wrong thing comes about, what you're going to do is you're going to find yourself having to go back to square one, having to try to rework something, having to pick up the pieces of your previous mistake. So why make that mistake in the first place? And that's a pretty challenging position to be in, because one part of you is feeling this racy energy. And that's because with Venus in Punarvasu Nakshatra, Venus is a Rajasic planet. Rajas means mist. It's this idea that we're somehow the doer. And we get activated by this desire and we feel this racy, restless energy. And Venus is the planet of refinement. So as it's in Punarvasu Nakshatra, waiting for the energy to gather together that you need in order to marshal a step forward, it's beginning to feel restless with this situation. It's aspected by Saturn in a manner that with Saturn in Dhanishta Nakshatra, you're feeling that I have to honor who and what I am. There are certain things that I cannot sacrifice. Mixed with all of this, sorry, getting a bit tongue twisted there, mixed with all of this is this feeling that you're not being supported in creating that which you're needing to create going forward. That makes it feel that you've got a point to prove, and that's making you feel, well, even more racy. But the good news is with this particular transit, even though it feels uneasy, there's a lot of strong Saturnian energy in a very positive way that's putting the brakes on a situation, and it's making you really pause for consideration. So what you're needing to do with these presently active energies is to to find the balancing point. And here's the way that you can find that balance point at this present moment in time. You may be in a position where you have to make a sacrifice. It may even be a very radical sacrifice. And I think one part of you knows that. Perhaps that's why you're also feeling a little bit uneasy, right? But there's another part that is going, there are certain things that I cannot sacrifice. There are certain things which are a vital part of who I am. And then another part of you is getting really finicky and wanting to rework things. And every time you see an opportunity, you're going, no, that's not the right opportunity. I'm going to wait for the next one. No, that's not the right opportunity. I'm going to wait for the next one. Or this one's almost not right. So I'm going to do this with this and I'm going to do that with that and see if I can turn something that's not a very good opportunity into a really good one, right? So with things that aren't important, with those little surface things that, perhaps aren't the most perfect thing in the world, well, don't discredit something just because one or two things are not in alignment, right? And if in doing that, you're still not finding the change that you're looking for, don't go completely overboard in the other direction and think that you have to do something that's wild and crazy. Hold that idea in reserve. Hold that wild and crazy idea in reserve. Instead, give things a little more time. Keep your eyes open for a wild yet perfectly sane opportunity, which should be coming your way sometime over the course of the next 7 to 14 days. And if you could use a little bit of help with whatever it is that you're going through during this present transit of Venus in Punarvasu Nakshatra, I should mention again that you can always schedule with me through my astrological services page. You'll find the link to that page up above. That's going to do it for this look at Venus's transit through Punarvasu Nakshatra, which is going to continue from now until the 22nd of June 2021. Until next time, please do take the very best care of yourself. I'm double checking my math here. Sorry, the transit of Venus through Punarvasu Nakshatra is through the 19th of June. Sorry about that. Until next time, please do take care. Bye now.